Saturday morning. I'm in Bangkok at Pathum Wan Intersection, probably one of the most famous intersections in all of Bangkok. I'm Lᴜྡᴇ W쏘ʟδs, thanks for watching. Why are we here? Bangkok's most famous intersection. We've got the Bangkok Art and Cultural Center, we've got Siam Discovery, we've got Siam Square, and a little bit further down we have Siam Paragon, and we've also got the National Stadium, and we also have the world famous MBK. If you've ever been to Bangkok, you've probably been here for some shopping. There's also a new building over there that's really caught my attention. I'm gonna go and check it out. I might go and grab myself a coffee and maybe cool down, get out of the Bangkok heat. Happy days, fun nights. It sounds like my kind of place. So you can just see over my shoulder, the new building that I'm going to check out. It's called SIAMSCAPE, and just behind it, just here, is a building that belongs to Chulalongkorn University, which is all these grounds here from this side of the BTS line is all owned by Chala University. So we're going to explore that a little bit more, not in this video but in future videos. And cool here in Starbucks. I don't normally go to Starbucks. Got myself an Americano. But I've come to Starbucks here today because the rent around this area here is far too high for any boutique kind of cafe to start up. So you're only really going to get to chains around Pathum Wan Square, which is fine by me. I'm enjoying the comfort of this deluxe Starbucks in this beautiful building. It looks, when you get close up, it's almost like a cathedral. Really tall, kind of towering black iron frames that you, as you approach the entrance, you can't help but be overwhelmed by them. And then the red bricks as well. It's a beautiful combination of the red bricks and the black painted iron. Really gives quite an imposing kind of feel to the building. Anyway, I'm going to have myself a coffee. Think about what else I'm going to try and achieve today. It's a Saturday morning, so Saturdays for me are exploring days. So let's start with a coffee and get some inspiration. So I just read about the air conditioning system in this place. It's a water air conditioning system. So it's not like the smaller buildings where they stick all the air conditioning units on the sides, and that's run by gas. So this one is a water-cooled system. In 1902, Willis Carrier invented the first air conditioning unit. And I think if you live in Bangkok or any other hot city, hot country, all praise is given to this man. And I think there should be a holiday, public holiday worldwide to honour this great man, Willis Carrier, who invented the first air conditioning unit. And I'm really enjoying it after walking around outside for a while. Coincidentally, this water and cooling system is not that new. In fact, the Romans used it. They used to pump water through the walls of their building, which was designed to extract the heat from those buildings. Since I've moved to Bangkok, I've really fallen in love with the air conditioning. So inspiration has struck. So today I'm going to explore MBK Shopping Center. I want to find out what it's like in 2022. I also need to buy myself a new camera case. I've started to collect a lot of camera equipment, tripods, batteries, and they're jangling around my bag, particularly when I'm flying from city to city. I don't have the proper case to hold them in, so I'm hopefully in the electronics section in MBK I can find some kind of a camera case. All my camera equipment, also my other tech equipment, my computers, my laptops, iPads, microphones, all these kind of things. So that's my hope. But also, for Christmas Day, I was in Chiang Mai with my daughter and my wife was in Bangkok, so I haven't got her a Christmas gift yet. So I'm going to sneak over to MBK and find my wife a Christmas gift and present it to her tonight, the belated Christmas gift. So I'm sure I can find something in MBK. SIAMSCAPE was opened in 2021. Had a lot of space, a lot of vacant buildings and shops. So I'll be very interested to come back to this place in maybe at the end of 2022, 2023 and see how it's filled up, see if there's some flesh on the bones. Look at this beautiful place up here. This is really spectacular. Really beautiful. Really beautiful installation there. Magnificent. So on the 11th floor of SIAMSCAPE building, there's a really cool platform lookout area. And you can see all over Bangkok and a lot of those central water-cooled air conditioning systems that I talked about earlier. You can see some of the hot air evaporating back up into the atmosphere, which is probably causing other environmental problems. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. Now this, behind me, the SIAMSCAPE building, there was a proposal to put in this learning center. The concept behind it was basically that children and young adults could come along here and go through this experience where they try and discover what their true vocation is. And the different area and spaces were divided up into the 7 different intelligences, which is a theory by Howard Gardner. These 7 different intelligences are things like spatial awareness, interpersonal skills, kinesthetic kind of intelligence, musical. So there's 7 different ones. So the concept basically is behind it that we all have natural giftings and one or more of these intelligences, but it's also that it doesn't stop there. These are areas that we could develop. And the concept behind it is basically so the kids could go through these learning experiences, these fun learning experiences to discover what their intelligence is and develop it further so they could actually live a fulfilling life and contribute to society and find some kind of a vocation that really suits their intelligence. Unfortunately, it's a theory, it was a proposal, and by visiting the building, I can see it's not there yet. So this was a proposal that was created in 2019. So fingers crossed that they actually do put in this learning experience for children and young adults to learn about what their true vocation is in life, to help guide them. it's not black and white, but it's some kind of like signposting where kids could actually point them in the direction. And actually one of the key elements is all about creativity as well, which I'm a big fan of. So helping kids understand what their giftings are and help develop their curiosity and creativity, which is what I'm all about. Ninth floor is a learning center, learning and meeting place, and it's really cool. It's got a great view over the Pathum Wan Intersection. You can see the Bangkok Art and Cultural Center, Siam Discovery, Siam Paragon, and MBK, which is where I'm going now. So fortunately there's a bank on the ninth floor, an ATM, so I've just cashed up so I can buy myself my wife's Christmas gift from MBK. At the entrance of MBK, you'll be greeted by Mala and Makrab. Mala and Makrab are the mascots, the MBK mascots. Just look at my shoulder. In 1976, development started here at MBK, and back then it was called the Chala Center, and it was it's land leased from the Chulalongkorn University, and so the development started in 1976, and in 1985 MBK was finally opened. So I found a little spot here, just had my coffee and look around SIAMSCAPE. Now I'm in MBK, need a little bit of ramen before I go on my shopping expedition. I absolutely love ramen. That was great, 89 baht, fantastic. If you're on the 4th floor of MBK, this is well worth the trouble. Find yourself this little red place called Ramenga and get yourself a bowl of ramen before you embark on your shopping expedition. It actually reminded me of the time I spent a year in Yokohama and got quite friendly with the local ramen place. And it's nice to build that rapport. You don't quite get that rapport with the shopkeeper in these big shopping complexes, but in the local community, whether it's going to the local ramen shop in Japan or fish and chip shop in Australia, where it's always a nice feeling when you walk in and they know who you are and what your order is. I lived in Shanghai for a long time, and I lived opposite a coffee shop, and every morning without fail before I went to work, I'd get myself a cappuccino. And every morning I was treated like a complete stranger, and that's not the feeling that I like. However, the feeling that I got in the Yokohama ramen shop is a great customer service feeling, where you walk in, they know who you are, they know where you like to sit, and they make you feel really welcome. I've only lived in Bangkok for a year, and I've only got that feeling at my local 7-Eleven. When I walk into the 7-Eleven, the lady reaches for a bottle of 100 pipers, gives me eye contact made, and no language is exchanged, just like, you know, nod of the head, and I give a nod of the head, and she reaches for a bottle of 100 pipers. I've got to change that reputation. I think I need to clean up my act a little bit. MBK in its heyday used to be the place to buy plenty of knockoff stuff. So you can see over my shoulder some soccer uniforms. I remember coming here in 2014 to buy myself an Australian Socceroos shirt for about $4 because the Socceroos were playing a World Cup qualifying match here in Bangkok against Thailand, and they did win. Some of the superstars, Kennedy, Kale, Schwarzer were all there. It was a fine display. I was a proud Aussie that day. Actually, around the same time, I saw Molly Meldrum in here. If you're an Aussie, you'll probably know Molly Meldrum. He was the much-loved TV host of Countdown series. I saw him here once shopping, and I gave him a nod and a wink, said hello. He was most famous for his a music TV show. It was the equivalent of Top of the Pops. And one of his most famous catchphrases was, "Do yourself a favor, check this album out." As you can see, there's a lot of renovations going on at the moment. So there's I think it was a 1 billion baht renovation project underway. And it's due to some of the changes in retail habits at the moment. There's a lot more shift from actually going to the store and buying things to digital shopping online. So to keep up with the times, the MBK has devised a plan which basically turning some of the floors into places like learning hubs. There's going to be a reduction in fashion area. There's an increase in the food, the restaurant area. There's also the technology's going to stay here, but I don't think we'll see all the DVDs and software that we used to see back in the heyday. But one of the main changes is the clientele was predominantly it was 70% foreigners, 30% Thais. So that's had to change. So they're trying to work out how to attract more Thai customers now. In particular, teenagers. So they're looking for the youth, and they're looking for the university students at the local Chulalongkorn University. Now that system of escalators above me sends chills down my spine every time I catch that, and I look over. I get butterflies. So I always try and find an alternative route. It's a scary escalator for me. This area here is going to be the new learning hub. So this whole floor here will be for tuition rooms, dance classes, English classes, all sorts of tuition rooms, which is actually quite popular in shopping malls in Thailand. There's also going to be a passport office, a visa processing place, and as I mentioned before, the learning hub as well. That's coming here. So you can see all the different people that are moving into MBK. So on the 6th floor there is a food court called Food Legend. So I just stopped here for a little snack. The lady looked a bit strange because I got one of those cards, cash cards. I gave her 500 baht and I ended up having 2 dishes and it cost 110 baht. So if you're looking for a delicious cheap meal, then I recommend Food Legend's food court on the 6th floor to satisfy your hunger needs. Pre-COVID times, MBK would attract approximately 100,000 shoppers each day here, and they would spend on an average of 2,000 to 4,000 baht. So the pandemic has really changed MBK. It's forced it to change. Happy to know that the sales techniques are still the same here. I'm getting a lot of attention, a lot of hello mister, hello, sawadee ka, what you're looking for, come look at my shop. So sales tactics have not changed on the electronics floor at MBK. You know, MBK has a certain smell to it, and common knowledge that smells evoke memories and help trigger memories. I've got so many memories walking around this place. But MBK, it smells the same. It's got a specific MBA code. There's a specific MBK smell to this place. Can't describe it, and of course I can't, there's no way I can express it through a video, but maybe you know what I mean. So after a solid day of shopping at MBK and SIAMSCAPE, I've worked up a thirst, so I've stopped on the way home at a Japanese restaurant for some dinner and a well-earned beer. Look at the size of this. This is the L. They actually have an XL as well. It's huge. Just what the doctor ordered.
You can be light or dislike.
So after today's experience, actually one of my quests is to be engaged in the community a little bit more. So shop locally, but not just shop, actually get to know, exchange pleasantries with the shopkeeper, dine at the local restaurants, and not only take from the community, but also give to the community in some way, whichever way I can. So I've got to look out for some opportunities for that kind of thing, because I think that does make for a richer community experience, richer daily experience as well. The more I can interact with shopkeepers or restaurateurs or waitresses or waiters and just chat, enjoy the experience, rather than feel it's something to slow things down, or it's a chore. It's actually the exchange is actually what holds society together, the fabric of society together. So enjoy those interactions with the local shopkeepers, and it is my aim that when I walk into a shop that people know who I am and know my order. That's a sign. That's going to be my measure that I've actually achieved my goal. So it's my lucky day. I got a free voucher from this restaurant. It expires on the 31st of February 2021, right? So this is in Thai years. This is in, according to the Buddha's calendar, so it's 2021. But according to my memory, the 31st of February doesn't exist, so this voucher never expires. I am Lucky Luke.